Practice, and I'm here to show you how our new low-income family tracker, developed for Croydon Council, can help you to identify those households most in need. There are a number of things the dashboard can do. It can track households over time, it can identify the impacts of welfare reform, give you an overview of your low-income households and how that's changed from the last period to the current period. But today I'm going to focus on household finances. It gives you an overview of which households have received a discretionary housing payment, the average amount of that award, how many are in rent arrears, how many have been overpaid housing benefit, those that are most in risk and most at need. I'm going to quickly drill down to show you that information at ward level. Here you can hover over and see that Broad Green and South Norwood are among the heaviest at risk in terms of financial risk. But one of the most powerful elements of the tool is the ability to drill down to street level. So now you can see all 35,621 low-income households within the borough. This is Mars data, so we've hidden the data, so you're not actually looking at Croydon's real data here. You can identify those that are living in relative poverty. And you can see that 7,613 households are in relative poverty. You can look at absolute poverty. 3,263 households are in absolute poverty. You can combine that with financial risk metrics, so you can identify those that are struggling, those that are at risk, those that are in crisis. Right now, let's look at those households that are in arrears. So these 146 households, I've been able to drill down to 146 households that are most in need. I can download the data for them, so you can see who those 146 households are and start to go and visit them. And how many of these households do you think are receiving a discretionary housing payment? We know from our previous work that households that actually apply for a discretionary housing payment are very successful in being awarded. So around 9 in 10 that apply for a DHP who are eligible are awarded one. The challenge is identifying those that might be in need of a DHP but aren't getting one. Here you can see that only 5 of those very most in need households are actually getting a discretionary housing payment, which I think is potentially a real shame. Now, if you look at those living in absolute poverty, you might want to target your discretionary housing payments to those households. For example, those that have high barriers to work, have a high disability or high levels of caring responsibilities for adults or young children. These 682 households are those that might benefit from you proactively going out there to award them a discretionary housing payment. If you look at those that have low barriers to work, these 1,923 are households that if they were to apply for a DHP, you might want to combine that discretionary housing payment with some employment support. So you're not awarding them a discretionary housing payment in perpetuity, but actually using that to engage with them and support them toward independence. And again, you can pull down a list of that data set for your caseworkers to go and work with them. So that's the first use case around this. Any questions, do feel free to get in touch with us at hello@policyandpractice.co.uk. Thanks very much.